2, 1. Welcome to the OffTheMark podcast. I'm your host, it's Luke, and with me as always is...
It's Fred.
And today we're talking about something a little bit fun, a little bit different. Me getting in debate on Twitter in... words. Well, I am absolutely right and they're absolutely wrong, and we had this debate. It kind of fizzled out into nothing because I got too distracted with the debate with Micah about objectivism, but that's a topic for another day. Objectivism. Are films objective, good buddy Fred? It's the quality of a film
Define
objective.
objective.
So the way I view it, I am an objectivist. I believe a film's quality is objective. You can say you like something, it doesn't make it good. Okay. I'm trying to think of a decent example. There's tons of them, but I'm screwing up right now. So let's say, the example I used with you a couple weeks ago. When Goblin breaks into J. Jonah Jameson's office and asks for who takes the pictures of Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson says he doesn't know. Fair enough, whatever. Meanwhile, on newspapers, it says the pictures were taken by Peter Parker. Is that objectively a flaw? Is that a flaw? Whether it breaks the film or not, is it a flaw?
So I would not say it breaks the film. Is it a flaw?
It doesn't.
Possibly.
So I absolutely say it. I think it does damage to Goblin's intelligence. He goes in guns blazing after J. Jonah Jameson, whereas had he checked a paper with a picture of Spider-Man, it would have had Peter Parker next to it and he would have gone straight to the source. I think it does a lot of damage to Goblin's character. It doesn't ruin the film. Like, if that were the only issue in that film, it's a nothing burger, right? But that original trilogy are pretty bad. Spider-Man 1 is the least broken of the three. But that's a story for another day. Watch Southpaw's video on it. They'll be linked below. So this will be more of a discussion for another day. I think I'll do something very separate. My take on it is if the writing's bad, the writing's bad. I think there's only 5 good MCU films. If you want to take a crack at those 5, feel free.
So okay,
5 good ones. I like a lot of the MCU. I think there's 5 ones that hold up.
Okay. I'm gonna say Civil War, Infinity War, Iron Man 3, Thor Ragnarok, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna take a gamble and I'm gonna say Homecoming.
Okay, so my list of 5 is Avengers 1. Avengers 1 is by far the best film in the MCU. On review, it is as close to perfect as any MCU film gets. There's very little to zero problems with it. Like, you can look at, it's visually a bit bland, sure. I don't care. The plot holds up fine. Captain America Civil War.
I got that one.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Both of those.
Okay.
They hold up fantastically well. Apart from the final fight in Guardians 1. That's a bit iffy. But it's still fine. Like, there's issues with it, but it doesn't bring it down to bad. And then Captain America, the First Avenger. Bit boring.
Okay.
But it's boring, but it's pretty tight, you know? It's one of those that's surprisingly fair play. Fair play to whoever wrote that. They made a bland-ass film, but it's good. Thor Ragnarok and Iron Man 1 are teetering on the edge. Iron Man 1's Obadiah Stane brings that down, I think, to average to not great. and Thor Ragnarok is also up there, but Thor Ragnarok suffers with timeline issues, where it doesn't understand how long it's been between certain events and stuff,
Yeah.
and some rushed character stuff. But yeah, all in all, it's fine. Infinity War has a couple issues with some of the stone collection and some of the pre-established logic in the film. So like Doctor Strange when he says, "Oh, there's only one reality where you win." In Thor Ragnarok, it is presented that you can push portals. And then it's also presented that you can chop someone's hand off by using a portal later on. Which so all he really needs to do is just push portal and swoop and hand off, whatever. Thanos when he's not paying attention. It's the portal logic is fucked, essentially. And also Doctor Strange, when he's on the ship and he's saying, "Why can't we go home?" He has a sling ring on, and it's proven later when he portals Spider-Man around the later fight. He has a sling ring on. He can just get home just by walking through a portal. It's not an issue, or it shouldn't be an issue. But funnily enough, it is an issue for the film. But that's enough on that. The MCU's shit. But it, it's a disaster. So here's my Twitter. I've never been public about this Twitter, but it's always been really easy to find because I advertise it on the OffTheMark Twitter account. So I was presented with this scene, or I saw this as retweeted or something by someone I follow. This peak Spider-Man in live action. You're fucking wrong. This scene is a disaster. But what I have here is the scene that leads up to it. And then we'll come back around to this, and then we'll talk the fight that we're on. I'm gonna play you some clips from this, and I'm gonna ask if you see any issues, and just sort of see what happens. So the first clip I've got.
Edith, target Spider-Man.
Copy.
Okay. This clip is just to establish the quantity of drones that have now gone from him. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or so. But there's also some coming from the other direction. And there's a few more that drop out the sky after, as you just see in a couple frames, just about here. Like there's more dropping out. There's not just those 13, 14. So I've estimated there's at least 30 to 40 going from in total, but then more keep coming. So you'd imagine he's committing more and more to Spider-Man, which is fine. But at this point, the illusion's down. There's nothing better to do. You just go for Spider-Man at this point.
Just kill the kids myself.
Also, I'd like to use that to establish he's trying to kill Spider-Man. If he wasn't trying to kill Spider-Man, I think there's some like this functions a lot better. But he's trying to kill him. He's trying to kill him. He's trying to kill MJ's trying to kill Betty Brand, Happy Hogan, that lot. So this is just. It also comes up earlier where he's the one that has to kill Peter Parker. But you know, that's just a little clip. Look, this is where we are. He's trying to kill Spider-Man. And that's just okay. So we've got 12. Okay, now we jump to second number 14. Okay, do you see a problem there? Do you see any little I probably should full screen this. Let's go back to 14. Point out any issues you see.
Okay.
Maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullets going up here, around here. If these 8 just wailed on him, he would be dead. He's not faster than a speeding bullet, especially not a speeding bullet from a minigun. So the quality's still low. My Wi-Fi's having a mess. If they wailed on him, he would be long dead. But they have to miss because plot armor. Look at the amount going for him. And this one that's just behind him, he doesn't even look at. And he just manages to avoid all the shots. Oh, and suddenly, well, that was lucky, wasn't it? It's just, they're so incompetent. Oh, I just bounced off one into the thing. Shut up. Don't think, just consume. I fucking hate that. So then, I think we get a lot of, they go after the kids. By the way, in this section, the kids and Happy outrun the drone that's following them. One of them gets taken out, sure, by one of the guards, but the other one doesn't, and they outrun it. They are humans, they are children. One of them is a big fat man. I love you, John, but you're fat. Not as fat anymore, but at that point in your life, you were fat. I'm probably still a bit now. Now our next decent bit is because they spend a lot of time on this. Yeah, so it's back here. The fuck all the drones doing? Look how many of them, and they're just sort of around.
Yeah.
So none of these drones okay, this is one of the ones where I think it's iffy, but by the end of this I'll have proven enough to say that this is iffy, but there's other ones to go along with it. None of these drones thinks to go around the car, because surely they're faster than that. They're Tony Stark drones. These aren't handmade. These aren't like Iron Man 1 level tech. These are let's say 2018 tech. Because maybe he did stop after Infinity War, and this is kind of what he's got left over, even though there would have had to have been some level of maintenance, but whatever. Say 2018. See, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, and it's still stupid. But these should be faster than him going up on a car. It's iffy, sure, but why did they keep shooting the car? There's no winning if you just shoot the car. Also, if you drop a car down like that, I get it, it's the drones exploding, but that car ain't gonna explode like that. They're built. They are built so that it will sort of hit the ground and just sort of poof out. And look, sure, some of the drones exploded on the way down, fine, but you have to have that cool look. Look at this explosion. Coming up through the smoke. It doesn't add anything. It's just stupid. That's a bit more of a nitpick. Like, that's irrelevant. They added the explosion to look cool. It's just stupid. Let's skip to 214. I'm gonna go to. He is stopped here for a good couple seconds. You'd expect that instant they spin. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, he's a spider soup. But he lands, and they sort of keep going round. Yes, creating our illusion, because that. And also look at all these that are just sort of there, and no, but apparently not.
Gotcha.
Oh, now we've got him now, because it's not like there wasn't 50 following him a minute ago. And realistically, couldn't you have one on the outside sort of monitoring his location, keeping an eye on him, tracking him, which would allow all the other drones to stay on his tail. And then you could have a fun set piece where he realizes that's what basically giving him no time to breathe. Have him bring down that one, and then the drones descend into a little bit more chaos. He gets a moment to breathe, gets shit together, and then you can have him sort of sneak around a bit, do some wall crawling, which we haven't really seen with the Spider-Man, I don't think, apart from in Civil War.
No.
Civil War was so good, man. But like it would be logical that you'd have one out of the way that wouldn't get destroyed, or would have less chance of getting destroyed, that would be monitoring his location. Let's say he did manage to take out 15 in a way that was sensible. He hasn't yet, but let's say he could. You could write yourself like that. Then you've got sense to have him take out that one, and then you've got a second to breathe. You can sneak around a bit, basically get himself lost. But nah, we don't think. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. What? Why the fuck did they shoot fire on bullets? Oh, yes, we finally have a clean shot. We're gonna shoot bullets, right? Bullets? Nah, fucking fire. It's like, this happens again later with the sound guns as well. Where's 28? Oh, they're shooting missiles. And they're all hitting the bloody poles here. Great. Great. The amount of times those things hit poles, you'd think there'd be none left by now.
He
They
would, but
they ain't that strong. But Spider-Man still hits one, ends up falling to the ground, manages to do that. But you ever watch something and just go fucking shoot. Oh, you're dead. This film is a catastrophe with it. You know, in Minecraft, where you're on fire and your whole body's on fire, but if you get in the tiniest bit of water, you're no longer on fire. Hold on. So he slides on his back, and suddenly the fire that's coming out of his groin area is just gone. Someone thought that through. But that's another one that's a bit, doesn't really matter. It's just how they've animated it. But it's just one of those really annoying. Just a nitpick. I don't care for nitpicks, but when a nitpick piles upon a real problem, and it's just like incessant, just. I don't know how awful that sounded. I was whacking my mic. It's just like one after another stupid thing. Half of them break the plot, half of them don't. But the half that don't just keep adding on to the others. Oh, go in. Oh, look at all those. Oh, hold on. Look at all these that had a clean shot, but they're just shooting this way. Go in. Look at that one. It should have no. It should still have a clean shot. He didn't destroy it. It should still have a clean shot, but now it's gone. Where are they even shooting? Just follow those in the background. Where are they shooting? Oh, then one hits the drone, because the drone's a much bigger target than the giant person hanging off of it. Oh, that one's shooting fire. That one has a clean shot. Can't have that one be shooting bullets. Oh, help me. We're back to fight scenes. They keep missing. Shoot, 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 shoot. Oh, he's got you. Oh, you're dead. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. No. What did they even... Oh, one had a clean shot. Sound.
Great.
Oh, awesome superhero land. See, you cannot simply have a clean shot and kill him. If you got a clean shot, you either shoot fire or sound, okay? We're trying to kill him, but sound. Shoot, 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 shoot. Why?
Finally. Hey, William, how we doing?
Okay, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit to 311. Oh, that was 311. 346. Let's go to about there.
Oh, great. No webs.
One's broken and in a perfect spot where it's just randomly shooting sound. It's another one that it barely matters. I'd let a good film get away with it. This is not a good film. Shoot it. Okay, it gets hit up into the air. Look what happens. Why didn't that happen anytime Spider-Man came into their view? Why? Fred, tell me why. Oh,
I have no idea. Movie logic.
I'm in love with Spider-Man's aunt or something like that. Okay, that's a but yeah, that's just that scene up until this point. So I may have mentioned this. I measured the speed of I think it was miniguns. There's 4 guns on each. I realized there's two on each side of each, and they are not miniguns. They are something I'm almost certain way stronger. You can say less. Go on, I dare you cut that in half. Oh, it's still going 1,000 miles an hour. I wonder why I'm even bringing this up. Well, in my Twitter argument, let's just not have that, not be annoying. So these guys are fine. They're like perfectly nice guys. They're fine. So I established that. Do you know how powerful Spidey senses and reflexes are? Dodging gunfire is a walk in the park for him. You know how quick he is? Fucking idiot. That's harsh. I don't actually have any ill intent. Wow. Dodging gunfire is easy. I think it's an implication in a lot of things. So you know, WandaVision. Spectrum, is it?
Yeah.
Or Rambo. She watches a bullet pass her eyes and she turns her head as she does. That might not seem like much, but she has super speed. That gives her super speed. No one's fast enough to follow a bullet with their eyes. Like you're at least maybe 10 times the speed of a regular person. But hey, as long as they remember that in the Marvels, we should be all good, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, whatever floats our boat.
Hey, if they remember it, I don't have a problem. I'm not gonna. But you know, they might. To be able to dodge bullets. No. Spider-Man's powers are great for evading a scenario. He can stick to things, he can climb, he can swing around, basically making himself an impossible to hit target by it feels almost like video game mechanics where you're just jumping around the room until they either run out of bullets or you can disarm each and every one of them carefully. Dodging bullets, I don't care. Oh, you know, if he's up against one guy or someone shoots him from behind and he can spider sense that he's about to pull the trigger and then he dodges, like he's dodging maybe a second before the bullet leaves the gun. But so the guy is already set on pulling the trigger, so he can't stop himself at that point. pulls it. Spider-Man starts dodging. It gives him an extra second, but that's quite a lot. Shots fired. He's able to disarm the guy. It's not super speed. It's being aware of your surroundings. To the point of, oh yeah, he's about to pull that trigger. Dodge, grab, break. He can move up to 300 miles an hour. So what 1,900, and I think that's an optimistic estimation, but I'm just gonna go with minigun because Tony Stark definitely didn't have anything better than a minigun. And Spider Sense that warns him beforehand when there's 8 drones surrounding you. Oh no, there's a shot coming from that way. What? And then he gets shot with 7 others. Spider Sense doesn't make a difference in this fight. Spider Sense doesn't help you. You know what, let's go to the clip that this is responding to. The screen sharing tools thing at the top of the screen is being annoying.
Come and get him.
Okay. Fucking shoot. They all move in. He doesn't do anything. He just watches them. If they shot, if all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shot. If you get shot in a small corridor by 11 different guns, each with 4 different guns on the gun. Oh, sorry, 11 different drones, 4 guns on each, 44 bullets, each aiming slightly different place in that room. Let's say it's probably no more than 4 meters by 4 meters. I'd say. Let's say it looks more like a 4x6. 4x6 would mean it's 24 meters squared. There'd be about 2 bullets per meter square in that of space in that room. If they were shot at once, you'd be fucked. Matt. Clearly, I've put more effort into this than anyone who's dealing with the logic of this film. Or maybe there was someone dealing with the logic of this film, and John Watts or Kevin Feige or Avi Arad or whoever's behind this went and said, "Oh yeah, but we have to have the big spectacle. It doesn't matter whether it makes sense or not." You know what's so great about the big spectacle in Avengers 1? It's earned and it makes sense. Like, there's none of this crap. You know, when overwhelmed with fire, Cap gets shot in the gut. Oh, these aren't invulnerable people. Oh, you can't press spacebar here. Fuck. The logic of that is screwed. What? How is it being projected onto the ground? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. That's a discussion for another day. Shoot, and they're about to start shooting. So why aren't they now? Oh, now they start shooting. Oh. Wait a minute. I think one of those just hit him and it didn't acknowledge. That one should have hit him. But that ended up going up there, even though it was aimed directly at him. Plot armor. What? They've all been aimed at him. They should all be looking at him. They're all locked onto him, projecting the illusion onto his eyes. They should be able to take him out, no problem. Oh, look, there's just one's going over his shoulder. Oh, look at all these ones that keep going past him. Oh, wow, he's not even swinging to the side to side. These just go straight down the middle and everything's missing him. God damn it. Oh, but they're shooting under. That's just great fun. They just oh, keep missing. Look at it. All the shots. Oh, okay.
Why aren't these drones?
Why isn't there any drones behind him? There's so many drones around. Have them spin around and shoot him from behind, or have some come in and shoot him from behind. But nah, this film's too stupid for that.
Firing.
You're in the strike zone.
He's not in the strike zone. They're aimed away from him. Okay, if one gets spun around, sure. But guess what? If they all just shot, he'd be dead. Yep, that's it. If they all just shot, he'd be dead. Instead, they're gonna miss a bunch. And then it's gonna end up killing back or not killing back, depending on things.
Chance of getting hit.
Fire all the drones now!
Fire all of them. When he's saying all, do you think she understands that all means only the ones next to him? Or are all these drones about to come and swoop in and shoot? I guess it's just that smart. Shoot his leg, shoot his leg, shoot his leg, shoot his leg. Oh, now shoot. See this one here? This one here. Shoot. What? Can you just watch the bullets that come out of this, Fred? Just watch the bullets that come out of this one. I wish there was settings. I wish I could slow this down. And they just happen to go the other sides of his legs. They just happen to alternate around his legs. Oh, yeah. Great film this is. Oh, this one spins around. Why doesn't it stop shooting when it gets spun? Oh, who cares? Oh, it had a clean shot. Wait a minute. Did he take the guns off? I might be wrong. He took the guns off one side. He took one gun off one side. They could have just shot, but they just had to doof him into the wall. Kicks that one out the window. Should be no damage on. This one shoot. This one shoot. I just can't. Sorry, I'm pausing for copyright issues, just in case we have copyright issues, and I think we will. But I'm trying to avoid them.
We always do.
Do we?
I don't know. I'm just assuming we do.
I think we've had copyright issues twice, and there was the one where we did the Twitter thing with Will, and on the PVS episode.
Yeah.
But like other than that, we've got okay that Last Jedi one. I think so many people have used that fight that they don't even look for it anymore. That whole thing's up on YouTube, fine. But I don't know about this. I think we should be fine. Disney seem right. Well, why aren't there other drones coming in from other directions? We saw that there's hundreds outside, and we know he's still projecting an illusion. So why aren't they coming in from the side you shoot? Also, if they have illusion technology on them, they can just hide themselves as they come up and shoot. That's something that should have happened the whole film. Fuck. I didn't even think of that until just then. Illusion tech up to him. Just, oh, you can't see us. We're just the sky. Couple bullets, dead. Get fucked.
To me. I trusted you.
This is a nice scene and all, but you should be so very, very, very dead. Like, Tom Holland, you're a good actor, though I'm not sure you've been in any good films other than Civil War. But you know, and then that one, but the true story one where the family and the flood and stuff, that was okay.
Very
I mean,
controversial. I like
really?
it.
Ah,
Well, I can imagine there's a lot of people who disagree with you.
oh,
but
Homecoming,
it's
Homecoming,
ultimately your
Homecoming.
opinion.
Like Homecoming, it's
Yes.
below average. Below average. It's not a disaster. Talking of disasters,
That's the most disappointing part. Such a weakness. You do deserve that. You can't trick me anymore.
okay. Regardless, um, so you can see this argument. I'm not gonna go over it because we've already gone over it. Anyway, but yeah, I still like Homecoming. I'm still okay with this film. I don't have the worst time watching it. This fight scene is rough to watch. Now I've destroyed it. But though based off what you just said, and I didn't catch it initially. I'm saying there's 5. Oh no, I'm saying, has Tom Holland been in a good film other than Civil War? He said, well, that's just your opinion. I don't think it is an opinion. I think if you want to prove me otherwise on all my issues, or with all the issues on Homecoming, fine. If you want to prove me otherwise with all the issues with this, with all the plot armor in this, with just the disaster that is the Prague fight, sure, try me. But until I'm proven wrong, they suck. And like, I don't think Civil War's gonna make it out of this year alive. I think Civil War might. Someone's gonna find something in Civil War that just brings the whole film down. They're gonna find a tentacle blade. Like Spider-Man 2 has the tentacle blade, which Doc Ock forgets and remembers depending on what's necessary. I want to kill Spider-Man. You have a blade in your tentacle. What? That's and modern MCU, you'll never get rid of closing the distance. So I just don't think you can argue Falcon and Winter Soldier is so played with closing the distance. I don't know how you could argue that's anything better than that. WandaVision's just a disaster. Loki's in the ether of didn't think things could be that bad. There's videos on that. I'm not talking about it. So yeah, that's all that. I'm putting my fan off. But yeah, so that's all that discussion. Feel free to take what we like from it. Will, I may have sent you this if you came and told me Far From Home was good. It's not. Look. But whatever. Believe what you want to believe. You're wrong though. Fred, do you have anything you want to say, or anything you want to add?
I feel like when it comes to this topic, we're obviously gonna have our own opinions. Obviously, the people who watch us, they can either agree or disagree. It's
What's
whatever
there to
they
disagree
want.
on? Tell me.
Well, well, no. I have nothing to disagree on. But I mean, there's always going to be something people disagree on.
Well, yeah,
Like
people will disagree blindly because they're trying to protect their sacred cow. But I'm not saying you can't like this film. I like much worse films
of course,
than this.
I
like.
Here's the thing. I like this film. Do I think it's better than Homecoming? Not really.
God no. Homecoming's below average. It's like a 4. It's like a low 5 to mid 4. It's not horrid. And it's like you can so my take, a lot of people when they see objective from Chris, they go, why aren't you letting me like this thing? No, we're letting you like it. But it's just about being able to go, oh God, this film is stupid, but I love it despite all of its problems. I love Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok's timeline is a disaster, but I love Thor Ragnarok. Like Thor Ragnarok is probably third favorite MCU film, if not higher. But I can still acknowledge that, oh, this film's broken, but I love it. No one who is objective is trying to say you can't like this. Guess what? I like Supergirl, and that's a show's fucking awful. But it's about like okay, there's this floor, this floor, this floor, this floor. Okay, it's all good. I like it. I say liking or disliking is absolutely subjective. There's nothing objective about that. 'Cause you can hate something like Parasite or The Father or Mitchell vs. Machines. These are all fantastic films. But if you dislike them, okay. And if you like them, great. I really hate the Elizabeth Olsen meme where she's like, "Oh, you think it's fun to talk about things that you dislike? It's actually just sad," or some shit like that. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Like that. How about you talk about whatever the fuck you want and get on with your life? Like, if you don't want me to talk about that, don't follow me, don't acknowledge it, and move right along. You fucking pussy. I hate, and there's also the thing that came out of Black Widow. It's not real. It was never real. When you argue Wanda enslaved X amount of people, it's not real. But in universe, it happened, and there has to be consequences. And they're never gonna make her a villain. She better be locked up by the end of Multiverse of Madness. But she won't be because she's the crown jewel. She's like one of the most popular superheroes in the world now. Out of
She's
nowhere.
probably one of the most sus. She's probably one of the most sus characters in the MCU at the moment.
She's been like the most, the highest trending character other than Spider-Man, on like Marvel Wiki and stuff since WandaVision came out. Like even now, it's not dropped off. She's still second, third. Like Scarlet Witch is actually a massive character now, and I don't know how, but like, there could have been memes like that. People getting butthurt because your favorite character is a sociopath. Your favorite character's enslaved 3,000 people, locked kids in their rooms for at least a couple days, as far as we know, without food or water. Just left to sit there without seeing their family, living her nightmares. But now there's nothing wrong with what she does ethically. Now she's good. Shut up. It's not real. Okay, Ultron's not real. Everything he did was fine. You know, Red Skull, he's not real. What he did was fine. Darth Vader's not real. Oh yeah, blowing up Ultron was fine. Fuck off. Yeah, anything else to add?
Nope, that's about it.
Next week, there's a couple things. We might talk more on the objectivity front, though that might take a couple of weeks. I've basically taken phase 3 and binned everything after phase 3, and I'm starting to write my own phase 4. I'm not sure when I'll cover that, but phase 4 would be, or it'd be like the next saga. Would be called World in Crisis. Ooh, scary. It'd be all about the response to the blip. There'd be a lot of content set during the blip. A lot of returning villains, a lot of new villains, and there'd be like 3 Avengers teams. The Guardians, Captain Marvel, Thor. Got to make Captain Marvel more likable. Just stick her in the James Gunn film. That's how you do it. Harley Quinn isn't likable, but I'm really excited for her. Suicide Squad when I see it in
This
a
Friday.
week, a week from today, or a week from
Uh-huh.
yesterday when you see
PC.
this. I'm
Yeah.
seeing that at 5 o'clock. There might not even be an episode next week, depending on when you're watching it. Do you have,
No.
do you have a,
I might be watching it at so the cinema I'm going to see it at, I'm aiming to go and see it around around 1 or
Oh,
if
okay.
not 4.
Okay, so
But it's just whenever the most available one on the day is.
yeah, I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think you should be all right.
Yeah. I know.
The evening one's not. I could see it slightly earlier, but I'm babysitting all day, so I'm seeing it at 5 o'clock. So I'm at like 5:10. So it'll probably be a shorter episode next week either way. Because I'll get back at 8:30. We always start recording at 8 and we go through till 9. Bit overrunning this time, but regardless. So yeah, next week we don't know. We might review Suicide Squad next week. That might be just what we do.
Maybe.
I think that'd be a great time. Or the Suicide Squad. I'm reviewing Suicide Squad. It'd be like putting my head in a blender.
I'm interested to see what the 2 post-credit scenes are, because there's 2.
I know what one of them is, but I don't know what the second one is.
Okay.
Oh, I bloody love Weezer.
We won't disclose that here, just in case people are wanting to watch it.
Oh yeah. So that review's gonna be a spoiler review. And it doesn't come out in America for a week after. So also Peacemaker's a prequel.
Unlucky.
Suck it. When's Peacemaker? Peacemaker's got to be premiering in like November, right? Or maybe January.
Yeah, around that time.
It's because they've already shot it.
Yeah. I do you remember the comment I said about what I'm most looking forward for?
The vigilante in that suit, right?
The costume. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to see this.
It looks great. Pete Davidson gonna be in it. I don't like Pete Davidson, but you know that's good for people who like Pete Davidson. Yeah, Peacemaker. They're trying to get a second season as well. Did you see them on Jimmy Kimmel a couple days ago?
Yeah.
I
didn't watch it, but I saw it.
John Cena's always in his Peacemaker suit. I love it.
The reason why we probably won't get a second season is because John Cena keeps stealing his costumes.
Oh yes. Like John Cena and Ryan Reynolds keep walking. Two big people for just walking off set in their costume and going, yeah, tens of thousands of pound costume.
Imagine recording just on the street and then he just appears behind you, just goes, "Hi, how are you going?" And then it's like, oh.
Yeah, that was a massive thing. I just love hearing stories where it's really easy to just take the suit if you just walk out with it. Yes.
I can imagine someone doing a recording on the street and it being like a George Lucas moment. Do you know what I mean?
No, how so?
So there's a video where this guy is doing a news interview.
Oh,
he's doing a recording,
Lucas.
And then for some reason, George Lucas appears behind him, walks through a door, and just like, wait, what?
Yeah, random.
It's just like that.
George Lucas. I love that because George Lucas is such a. He's like a Sasquatch. You're just so rare. Just you should.
Yeah. This Empire's really gone off the rails.
Yeah, but it's like Suicide Squad because we've been talking about bad things so much that Suicide Squad, James Gunn.
Yeah.
James Gunn's a competent filmmaker. Anyway, goodbye all. I've been Luke. He's been Fred. Ta-ta.
See you guys later.
Bye.